What's up guys, Real Kamajo here. So sorry there has not been a video for a couple weeks actually, but I had Thanksgiving break and then I came back and then I ended up getting the flu, so I didn't really play much WoW other than just capping arenas, and I was just with a bunch of random, so it wasn't very interesting stuff. But I wanted to get some arena footage for y'all today actually, but unfortunately my partners aren't on, so I thought I'd do something a little different and get y'all some arena footage in the next couple of days. So I thought I'd make a guide on how to solo Onyxia. If you don't know why the heck you'd want to do this, she actually drops a flying mount that looks just like her. It's really rare, but you know, why not give it a shot? So I thought I'd make a guide on how to solo her as a Frost Mage, or maybe just give you some tips on doing it whether you're a Frost Mage or not. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. I'm going to go over the fight really quick first. Pretty much when you pull her, it's just going to be a tank and spank until she hits 60%. Once she hits 60%, she's going to go ahead and go into her air phase, where she's going to go ahead and spawn a bunch of whelps, which you want to take into the middle, AoE them down, kill them as quick as you can. And then she also spawns another ad, which is fairly easy to kill. Just take it out as quick as you can, and you know, it's not really hard. The third phase, once you get her at, I think, 30%, she comes down on the ground again, becomes a tank and spank battle with a few more mechanics. She will actually randomly fear you every now and then as you can see, these little red marks on the ground, they become lava bursts, so you usually get feared into them. And you want to stay away from the cages on the sides, because that's where the whelp eggs are, and if you go in there, it'll spawn a bunch of whelps. Well, I guess let's go ahead and get started, guys. First off, you want to just go all out on her, pop everything you've got, make sure your pet's not on passive, and just nuke her down as quick as you can. Try to get her to 60% without flying into the whelp eggs, and if you do that, and you're having just a really bad go, you can pretty much just run away from her, invis, and wait for everything to reset and give it another go. As you can see, I'm popping everything I got here. Time warp, I'm doing alter time, frost bomb, everything I got, and mirror image also. Once I pull her, I usually use frozen orb right off the bat, but unfortunately I had a brain fart, I guess, and didn't use it, and it actually puts me in a really bad position, but I do recover from it. As you can see, the whelps are spawning right now as she goes into her first or her only air phase, and my frozen orb still has 18 seconds left on its cooldown, so I kind of run back, wait for the whelps to gather, blink through them, and then I go ahead and freeze them. But as you can see, I still have like 6 seconds left, and it's a really bad position for me, but thankfully I do recover from it. I go ahead and do a little bit of blizzard. I do ring of frost around them, which isn't the best thing to do since they did put the limit of 10 enemies on the ring of frost now. And then I go ahead and ice block just to conserve some health as they get AoE'd down. I come out, and then I'm going to go ahead and Nova them again, and then blizzard a little bit more onto them, and usually I take a good amount of them out, and I can just, you know, ice lance the rest down. It's not very hard. If you get it down, you know, it comes really easy, but you just got to make sure you get everything timed perfectly and in the right area, otherwise you're going to have a little bit of a problem. As you can see here, here's the other ad, you know, freaking easy to kill. You two-shot it, and then since you basically have nothing else to kill, you want to go ahead and DPS the boss. She does do this deep breath. It'll let you know right in the middle of the screen. Just look at her positioning, and you want to get the hell away from her, because she will breathe all over the ground wherever she's at. And then, you know, basically while she's in her air phase and there's nothing coming at you, you want to just go ahead and DPS her, dot her up, frost bomb, do whatever you can, and you know, try to get her down to 30%, because that's when she will come from her air phase down to her final ground phase. As you can see, the other ad comes to spawn. This actually puts me in a really bad position. I wasn't paying attention, and here comes the ad, which I take down fairly quickly, and she's already at 30%, so she's coming down onto the ground, and she's actually spawning the whelps. I'm not sure if the whelps have a timer or if they come down at a certain percent on her, but this puts me in a really bad position because I'm fighting her, the fear, the lava bursts, and all of the whelps. Thankfully I do recover here. I just freeze them, and I go ahead and pop everything I got, and I get really low on health, but I do recover here. And then you just want to go ahead and DPS the boss. Pop your mirror image again so they can tank it. I try to get a little bit of an Evo there, but I get feared. And you know, once you get to this part and you're doing pretty good on health, you should be fine as long as you you know, use everything in the smart way. Also, don't forget your PvP trinket will work on these spheres. So if you are in a really bad position and you get feared and you need to like evocate or something like that, you can use that, pop it, and then, you know, get an evocation off. But as you can see, I get really low here in health as she's about to go down. So it is a pretty tough fight. But I mean, I'm sure people are a lot better at this than me. But that's basically all you have to do, guys. Just watch out for all that stuff. Make sure you get everything used perfectly. If you have any more questions, of course, don't hesitate to ask me, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And also, I'm going to be making another guide for y'all on how to solo the TK boss that drops Ashes, which is the Fiery Phoenix mount. That is pretty cool, but it's like the only legendary mount, I think, in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and make a guide on how to solo that boss also. So I hope this helped you out, guys. I know I probably didn't do the best as I could, but you know, I think it was pretty decent. Unfortunately, I didn't get the mount, but there's some cool gear in there that you can vendor. It also drops a pretty nice bag too if you need more slots in your bag. But guys, hopefully I can get some arena footage for y'all in the next couple days, so look out for that. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.